An excerpt from Monogenism, the Promontory Epilogue, by Jon Zaremba. The ship bolted into the sky, high above the Virginia hills and surrounding mountains, before pausing to level herself, hovering silently near the clouds. Day gazed from the cockpit at Krumar's devastation below. Everything but the crests of hills and mountaintops was covered in gray death. He saw no humans, no activity, no indication of earthly life anywhere. Day looked over the ship's nose toward the horizon. The three reflective spheres, still arranged in the shape of a perfect triangle, waited ominously. Blue strands of light emerged from the center of each sphere, reforming the tetrahedron with its pyramidal point, again aimed directly at Day.
Command?
She directed the question at Day's consciousness. "I don't know," he stammered aloud.
Do you wish to retrieve XLZASW001?
"I don't understand."
XLZAHM001 is integrated, operating at 50% power. Recommendation for XLZASW001 immediately, sir.
Yes, do whatever is best," he cried out as the Trinity's tetrahedron began to pulsate. Day heard a whine from the underside of the ship. Over the edge of the cockpit, he observed a silvery spark from the surface of the gore, untarnished by the gray. Like a spinning star, the object quickly rose to her abdomen. As the thing neared, Day recognized it as the sword he was forced to forfeit when climbing the cliff edge of the promontory with Oberheim. That memory seemed ages old, and yet it was from only the previous night. She absorbed his sword in the appropriate recess of her belly. Day looked down at his body. His hands and feet had not moved from where he placed them, and yet he felt as if he were grasping the hilt of his sword. He envisioned himself as a knight-like warrior made of metal, causing tangible damage with his sword and hammer. The sweet sensation was interrupted.
XLZASW001 integrated. 100% power enabled. Command.
"What do you recommend?" Day now had complete confidence in her decisions.
Do you wish to switch from commensalism to symbiosis mode?
"Yes, do that please. Whatever it is, quickly."
Symbiosis mode engaged. This is XLZABK.
Day didn't understand that the ship was introducing herself by name. Roger. He didn't know why he'd responded like a truck driver, but he was immediately aware that he no longer needed to speak while symbiosis mode was enabled.
Good luck.
A torrent of knowledge was made available to Joshua Day, granting him an understanding of XLZABK's mechanics, her capabilities, and most importantly, how to conduct her favorably. The Trinity unleashed its blue tetrahedron ray as Day guided XLZABK upward, narrowly avoiding the cutting beam. XLZABK's powerful thrusters produced a long wake of orange as the Trinity became smaller and smaller in the distance, until a blanket of white clouds masked everything below. They rose higher into the atmosphere, until the black of space occupied most of Day's view. He wondered if he would see the Earth again, if there were anything left to see, or if there ever had been anything of value down there to begin with. He concluded no to all three questions. Day tilted XLZABK to get a better view of the diminishing Earth, and realized that he could view the surrounding space in all directions, even with his eyes shut. This ability wasn't sight, it was perception. He steadied XLZABK, closed his eyes, and ensured that the Trinity was not pursuing them.
The three spheres govern the ebb and flow.
Of what specifically?
Of everything vaguely, yet vigorously. Oberheim created an imbalance with you.
So I must be eliminated?
Oui, sir.
As Day gazed at the huge pale moon and the shimmering, unobstructed starscape from an unreal perspective, he understood and appreciated this new relationship. To the degree that he was her steward, she was his luminary. Day recalled her statement when symbiosis mode was enabled, and it finally dawned on him that her name was XLZABK.
That is correct, sir.
Joshua Day buried his embarrassment with a question. XLZABK, what is that in the distance near the moon? Are we passing a meteor shower?
That would be the Wendelin fleet. Do you wish to engage?
Engage how?
Do you wish to destroy the Wendelin fleet?
He thought for a moment, not knowing their history or present ambitions. What would you recommend?
It is not my place to make this specific recommendation, sir.
What would Oberheim do if he were in this seat?
He'd have already destroyed a good portion of their fighters.
Day felt a tingling sensation in his palms as he looked down at his body. His arms had sunk further into the armrests, and he could no longer see his feet in the depths of the cockpit floor. A strange sensation was realized, a feeling of something akin to a halo circling his head, where the sucking tentacles grasped his skull. The feeling inspired the former day laborer's confidence to use an ancient starship to seek and destroy an unknown armada in outer space, after having hacked a horde of the living dead to mush the previous night. He realized he hadn't slept for probably 2 days, and it didn't matter.
Sleep is not necessary, but you may have it if desired.
Not interested, XLZABK. Let's see what you're capable of.
Oui, sir.